Remember, we can fire within 1,000. Look at this range of fire range on these rattlers. Look at this. Look at that range. Absolutely crazy. Did any of them land? A few did. A few did. And more did. And more did. Would I say that was good? Here, back at it again with another video and another live stream. That's why you got the webcam right here. What's up, guys? How's it going? And today is still Aegis Day, and we are flying the Gladius, the most iconic, the ship of ships. If you're ever looking to fly a ship and just have fun and you don't know what ship to do and you're just learning to fly, just grab the Gladius, man. And yes, it's not the meta right now, but it's still the Gladius, man. It's still the Gladius. And is it not absolutely fucking stunning? I know it's not the green original paint, but I mean, this is stunning. All right. So today we're using the Gladius, and we're going to try 3 different builds for you guys today. So there'll be 3 different fights with 3 different analysis and all that kind of stuff. So if you like that sort of thing, make sure you smash that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to see all this unedited in the live streams, make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when we are live and whatnot, because we do go live every single day right now. We're on a 44, 45, 46, 47, 48 probably at the time of this video coming out streak. So do check us out. You can also hit that join button and support me on my long time dream of becoming a full-time content creator for you guys. So thank you so much. There's also cool benefits like double giveaway chances and all that kind of thing for being a member. So anyways, the Gladius. So let's talk about build number 1 in the Gladius. Like I said, we're going to give you 3 different builds today. We're going to use Urkel to do it, and we're going to be running through every single ship, but today is the showcase of the Gladius. So here it is. This is our build number 1. Okay, we are running Qualler, okay, Qualler. These are basically Omni Skies. They have the exact same stats of the Omni Skies, guys, so don't freak out if you've never seen the Quallers before. They just have more HP, but as you can see here, they have 1400 bullet speed and the alpha damage of 270, okay, where the Omni Sky, which is above it, right above it, they're right next to each other. They have the exact same alpha, the exact same fire rate, the exact same speed, the exact same range, the exact same power to EM, everything, but the Quallers have more HP. So technically the Quallers are better. Honestly, I think they look better too. They're super cool, they sound cool. Those are my guns of choice. So the rest of the stuff is military grade components. You don't need to swap out your components if you don't want to, but you can if you have them or whatever the case may be. Then we are running all size 1 missiles on the Gladius. This Gladius is pumped up with 16 size 1 missiles, all task force for their EM awesomeness, for the maximum splash of missiles we can run. So what is this build? To be honest, guys, this is the PvP build. This is definitely the way you would want to run your Gladius. Sorry, we're not running the correct quantum drive. It's supposed to be Voyage. It doesn't really matter, but it's supposed to be Voyage on the quantum drive. This would be the PvP build for sure. 100% this is the Gladius PvP build. But the great thing about this build is it's fine for fighting AI. It's fine for PvE. It's actually my preferred PvE build too. The great thing about this build is it's the best for both ways. Whether you're PvPing or fighting AI, this is the build that I would go with. Hands down, I'm just saying it at the start of the video. There are going to be 2 other builds we're going to run and test, and maybe those will change my mind. But this is it. Like, this is the Gladius. This is the best of both worlds build. This is what I would run. Again, saying we are going to do multiple testing, and they do have benefits of running different builds, and we'll talk about it when we get there. But yeah, so that's it for now. Leave your thoughts down below in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the skies when we fly the wings off this thing. Let's have some fun out there. See you in a minute. Alrighty, folks, here we are pulling into our first bounty. We are doing an HRT. You can see in the top right of the screen, we are doing an HRT. We're going to go ahead and drop into guns mode here. And remember, we are running Quallers. Those are our guns of choice, Quallers. They are basically the same thing as the Omni Skies, so don't worry about that. And then we got 16 Task Force. We'll go ahead and drop loads of 4 into enemies at a time. We got a Valkyrie as one of our pew pew targets. Let's see if we got any other dangerous targets. The thing with the missiles is you want to take out the most dangerous targets with missiles, right? The most dangerous ones need to be taken out with the missiles. The Valkyrie might not be the most dangerous. If we have a Hurricane in the mix, that's definitely a scary one. I'll mention any others that are scary if we have them. Valkyrie can be a little bit scary. I'm not putting the Valkyrie down. There could be more scary. So like the Ares, that is scary. As long as it's a Ion. Infernos aren't very scary. Cuddy Steels, it's going to take a while to kill that Cuddy Steel. So we're going to unload our missiles on this here Starfighter. Land a bunch there. We've actually disabled his shields. It is an Ion, by the way. Look at him fire at us. And we're going to go in on him. We're going to go in on him. Fly in. Absolute beautiful flying. Let's get in it. Oh, I want to go stagger mode, so I swap over to stagger mode. Doesn't really make too much of a difference, but I do love me my stagger. And we're just gonna fly so much faster than everybody. And they're not gonna be able to do anything about it, you know? I'm going full power to weapons so that I can just get my kills. And there it is. Easy peasy. We're gonna fly around, swing around, target the Valkyrie, go back into missile mode, flip around on the Valk, back strafe, let the missiles fly. Oh man, missile gameplay. Astro Manny and missile gameplay? I ain't ever seen this before. I know, right? Your boy don't mess with missiles that often. But, new missiles, new game, new play. Let him have it. Oh yeah. He's hurting. He's hurting. We need to be full power to thrusters here, so that we can get some charge on our thrusters. He's hurt, man. Look at him. He's limping. He's limping. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're overshooting because we're expecting him to, like, move more, but our missiles have basically made him defenseless. Valkyrie's a little bit tanky, so just have to make sure to finish him off as fast as we can. But it might take a minute. Watch out for that asteroid there. Pull up out away from that asteroid. Boom. And then our final target is the Cuddy Steel. Now the Cuddy Steel is very tanky in this patch. It did get a huge buff. So do be aware that it might take us a minute to kill this Cuddy Steel. And that is not due to the Gladius or the weapons we're using. That is just the fact that the Cuddy Steel has 100k HP and he's pretty tanky. But what comes with tankiness is shitty maneuverability, right? So we can just sit here and he can't shoot us, right? Like we are completely in his blind side. We're trying to get underneath him to be completely in his blind side so his turret can't fire. And now we have done that, so we're completely on his blind side. He cannot land shots on us. We are directly underneath him. He's going to flip around, so he kind of got a little bit of a vantage point just for his turret, but that's okay because his turret isn't that scary. It's just 2 size 2 little badgers. We want to flip around, get underneath him like that, and then he's completely at our mercy again. And we just work him. Just work him. With our infinite ammo, being the fact that we have lasers and whatnot, we just work them, right? Just completely work them. And the charge rate on these are kind of eh. I agree with y'all there on this part here, but again, get underneath them. Well, we let him get his nose on us. That was just silly of us, but it don't matter. Look how tanky he is. Just so fucking tanky. Absolutely crazy. Stay behind him. Get around. We're running low on boost. We could swap the boost here to keep our boost up, but really, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Have a beautiful day in the afterlife, good sir. and that is the Gladius. It took a little bit of work to get the kill because he was just so tanky. But in the end, it don't matter. They couldn't touch us. They couldn't see us. We were invincible. That's my Gladius build. I'll see you guys down at a worse end when we go swap out and check out the next build. I'll see you guys when we get there. And we're doing build number 2 in the Gladius. Back sitting in the hangar chilling and whatnot. Let's pull up Urkel for you guys and talk about build number 2. So build number 2 is going to be our ballistic build. And my preferred ballistic build for ships of this size, of this nature, is to run tarantulas. These are ballistic cannons. But they are the ballistic cannons that fire really quickly. Okay, they have 1600 meters a second ammo speed, so they actually fire faster than the well, their bullet travels faster. Their velocity speed of their bullets travel faster than the Quallers or the Omni Skies that most people use in meta builds. So these are actually easier to land. These are actually more accurate guns than most guns. So these are really good ballistic guns for punching down. So normally if you're using this build, you want to be punching down or fighting the same size ship. So this is really good for fighting fighter ships, not necessarily for fighting bigger ships, okay? So you want to use this build when you're fighting in PvP or fighting MRTs, maybe HRTs. I might be pushing it to do HRTs in this build. We're also going to run just size 2 missiles this time around. We're going to run 8 ignites, so we have 8 missiles, but a little bit more oomph in our missiles. And that's our build for our setup for number 2. And again, tarantulas are great on any build. So if you haven't tried out tarantulas, check those out. I'll see you guys in the air. See you in a minute. To our next setup, and I'm going to drop into SCM mode here now. As you see, we're running a full ballistic build with tarantulas. That is the name of this game. We are doing an HRT, as you can see at the top right of our screen. And we are running ballistic, so that means you can go full power to shields or full power to thrusters, however your heart desires. And yeah, have some fun with your ballistics. Now again, I kind of mentioned how this build is better for punching down, so it doesn't do too well in HRTs since we'll be kind of punching a little bit up. But we are in a Gladius, and we are just completely monsters in a Gladius, and we have some missiles at our side, so that should level the playing field as well. So again, we have 8 of these missiles. Oh, we're not even punching up, other than the Scorpius. So the Scorpius is the only one that we're punching up, so we'll soften up the Scorpius a little bit. We'll actually soften up the Scorpius a lot of bit. We'll just use all 8 of our missiles on the Scorpius. Boom. That Scorpius is crying right now. He's actually dead. Okay. So the blade is a punching even target, right? Like, this is another fighter. So we get to fight this blade and just completely be like, yo, what up, Blade? How you doing, man? I'm having a wonderful time, but I have ballistics and you have lasers, so I'm gonna just make you cry when I kill you faster than you can kill me. Yep. Maybe, possibly. There it is. Lay down. Alright, so we have been taking some damage in our shields. Do be aware that we are fighting 4 targets in this HRT. The Reliant Tana is a beast. The arrow is a beast. We never even saw the arrow. But here we are going against the arrow. Remember, you want to fire when you're within 700. Really within 500, to be honest. But within 700. AI, you don't want to get too close to the AI. The desync can sometimes get you killed. Like, look at that. He's somehow shooting us. He's not even nose on. Stinking AI. And their desync. Little tiny arrow. These are really good for fighting something like an arrow, because look how close that pip is. That pip is so close. Like, I have so much accuracy with these things. I love it. This is a really good showcase of these here weapons. See, Omni Skies would have killed him a long time ago. but tarantulas do the damage consistently and go through the shields. So even if you're not doing enough consistent damage, you're still putting on the damage. Does that make sense? So that's what the benefit of running ballistics does, is you're putting on constant damage. Good fights here, really good fights. This is actually a lot of fun. A lot of fun there. Tremendous amount of fun there. You can check them for cargo, but we're in a Gladius, so we don't have any space. But some of those ships could have had cargo, like the Tana. And was it only the Tana that could have had cargo? It was only the Tana that could have had cargo. But that's that. That's the Tarantula build. We used 280 shots, around 280 shots, and we killed 4 targets. That's pretty good. I mean, we did use 8 missiles. We completely obliterated that damn Scorpius with missiles. I kind of feel bad that I did that to him. But we got one more build to show off, guys. One more build before we give our final verdict. I'm really love my ballistics, but I also definitely have to go to the side of the laser cannons. They just hit harder. And wait till you guys see our third build for big dick damage. I'll see you guys when we get there. Alright guys, welcome back to build number 3 on the Gladius. Yes, 3 builds for this video. I'm giving you guys 3 builds. I've given you guys my preferred build, my preferred ballistic build, and now I'm going to give you the big dick damage build. This build right here is what I would say people run that just want to have big dick damage, right? So what do you run? You run your M series cannons. These things have the most alpha damage, that 319 alpha damage, size 3 M5A cannons. They go boom boom. These is what you would use when you're punching up. So if you're fighting things bigger than the Gladius, this build is actually very good. If you're fighting things bigger than the Gladius, if you're fighting things smaller than the Gladius, if you're fighting arrows and M50s and razors, it's going to be a hard time hitting those things with this build. But if you do hit them, they will die really fast. They will die really fast. On top of your big old laser cannons on this build, I am also running everyone's favorite missiles, the big dick damage rattlers. Okay, the rattlers have the most DPS on paper, guys. The rattlers have the most damage on paper. But the thing is, these rattlers split in to a bunch of different smaller missiles, and only half of those land. So it doesn't really give you that 4,000 damage. That's the maximum damage you can get with the rattlers. It doesn't actually get you that much damage. So that's why I prefer to run electromagnetic missiles. They're going to give you more consistent damage, while the rattlers are fun. Okay, one great note I will say, guys, to talk about the rattlers before we get into this gameplay is their lock range minimum. The rattlers can lock on from 500 meters. That makes them almost viable. It's really good. They have the best lock-on minimum range. So go rattlers, all right? This is the big dick damage build, okay? So let's go test it out and have some fun. I'll see you guys in the skies. Real quick and talk about an honorable mention, right? I didn't talk about these in any of the builds so far, but this is a very honorable mention. I want to talk about the FL series cannons, or the laser or light strikes. Where are the light strikes at? Okay, they're right next to each other. Okay, the FL33s or the light strikes, they're both the same guns basically. These are honorable mentions. I want to mention them. If you run these cannons, they're good. Okay, guys, they're good. They do a lot less damage. They have a lot less alpha damage, but these guns shoot at 1800 velocity, which is faster than the Omni Skies and the Quallers, right? So these are your most accurate guns, cannons, most accurate cannons on the market, okay? These are very, very good, accurate guns. They just do less damage. So you have to go, that's why we choose the middle ground and do the Omni Skies that are in the middle. They do damage and they have accuracy. So we choose that middle ground at 1400. Okay, compared to the 1000 that the M5As run, we choose the middle ground at 1400 with the Quallers, right? And the Omni Skies. While the FL33s and the Light Strikes, I lost them again. This is hard to track all this. They shoot at 1800. They're very, very accurate, but they do less damage. Just want to honorably mention all that for you guys so you guys know. All right, now let's get back to shooting things with the big dick damage M5As. See you guys in a sec. All right, guys, we are here. We are in the Gladius, and we are in the big dick damage build. As you can see up here, we are running the M5As, the big boy cannons. So again, this build is for punching up. If you're running HRTs or VHRTs in a Gladius, this build will bring you a long way. Other than that, I don't recommend this build. It is a lot of fun. Running all these rattlers is a lot of fun. We'll go ahead and do a burst of 4 rattlers on our first attack and show you guys how much fun these rattlers can be. So much fun. Now, I don't ever do this, okay? So we got a Freelancer, we got a Vanguard, and we got a Mercury Star Runner. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit this Vanguard with these rattlers, okay? We have to be within 5K, okay? We're going to line this up, and we're going to pop open our decoys, get ready for their counterattack on missiles, and we're going to have some fun here, okay? We're going to go full powered shields at the moment. Alright, so let's light this boy up, right? Here we go. Boom. So here goes the rattlers. They break off into another bunch of different missiles, and look at them all just do. And I don't know how many hit and how many didn't hit, but you know, we shot. Our shield just got torn apart by this man. So again, here's our big dick damage build. Killed it pretty quickly. Well done. We also shot a bunch of rattlers at it, right? Let's see if we can kill this Freelancer by using rattlers. Remember, we can fire within 1,000. Look at this range of fire range on these rattlers. Look at this. Look at that range. Absolutely crazy. Did any of them land? A few did. A few did. And more did. And more did. Would I say that was good? I much rather would have had my electromagnetics, but that was still cool to watch. So again, use our big guns to take down their big shields. And with our fast maneuverability that we have in the Gladius, we're just going to dominate, right? Just going to absolutely dominate. So this is okay since we're punching up, right? Every single one of these ships we just fought, or are fighting, are bigger ships than us with bigger shields. So therefore, our big guns do a lot of work and kill really fast. You get in position, you hold the line, and you pump them in, right? You hold the line, you get underneath them, and you watch them burn. There it is. Absolutely gorgeous. Tremendous beautifulness. Can't ask for much more than that from the big dick damage build. Alright. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's the Gladius for you. Do I recommend this final build? For fun. For fun. Rattlers are fun. M5As are fun. They're fun. I really highly recommend the first build I showed in the video. The Quallers, the Task Force, 16 missiles, Quallers smack, they do the job. That's what I recommend. The Gladius is still a wonderful ship. It's not PvP meta right now, but it is still a force to be reckoned with. So go fly yourself a Gladius, go have some fun. I consider this ship to be 100 times better than the Aegis Titan for fighting in. The Avenger Titan is wonderful and whatnot with its speed and it being an interceptor, but it just maneuvers. Man, Gladius is a beast. Okay, so if we were making the tier list right now, we'd have Gladius on top, Avenger second, and Eclipse on the bottom. Unless, you know, we're not even gonna talk about it. The Eclipse is always gonna be at the bottom with those torpedoes. That's just not me. All right, this is gonna be my tier list and whatnot. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Again, like I said, as we start getting a bunch of ships, we'll start making the tier list appear on the screen and start loading it out. But yeah, this is the Gladius. Run those koalas. Have some fun. Let me know what you think down below. Hit that like button. Subscribe. What's the next ship? I'll see you guys when we are flying the Saber. We're going to be using the Saber Comet, and then we'll be using the Saber Firebird. So we'll use the Saber Comet and the Saber Firebird as our two sabers we're going to use. But so the next one will be the Saber Comet. I'll see you guys when we're there. Appreciate you.